write/draw with. And one team will have 4 people. One team will have 3 until Kellen gets here, and there will be a 4th. So maybe why don't we do this? Tyson, why don't you come and sit in this chair for the purposes of this activity. And we talked about, we said that we're going to talk about communication, effective communication. So we're going to experience communication. When Kellen gets back, if you'll have him sit behind you, Mohammed, that would be good. Okay, so I need Bryce and Amber to come up. Okay. So your goal is to use. Well, you can have that one. And you can have this one. Okay, don't show them. Your goal is to use words to describe to, in your case, Haley, in your case, Tyson, what he or she should draw, what is on that piece of paper. You cannot show them what's on the paper. You have to use words. And so, obviously the people behind, so Mohammed can hear, and Parker can hear, but it doesn't change the fact that you can only use words.
Okay.
Okay? Do the best you can to explain what is on that. You'll each, and then what will happen is after you're done drawing, you've got to turn around and explain that to the next person behind you.
Okay, so they can't look at my picture.
Right, they can't look at your picture. You can hear. You can hear it, but you can't watch. You get.
So I don't have to worry about Mohammed hearing.
No.
What I'm saying. Okay.
No. We'll be fairly transparent here, without the visual piece. Okay, so protect your little drawing area. Do the best you can. Go ahead and go.
Oh, this is gonna be so hard.
Okay. So we're going to want to turn the paper horizontal. Perfect. In the very center, can you see it all? Okay, no look.
Okay.
In the very center, there's a long rectangle.
In the center there is.
Sorry, the rectangle is going vertically.
No,
Yeah.
different pictures. Sorry
Okay. The rectangle's going.
And you guys pay
vertically.
attention to some of the challenges
There you go.
that you might observe in
And so don't draw anything
how
yet.
difficult it is for them to describe.
But in the rectangle at the very beginning, there'll be don't draw anything yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 lines, and the very top of the rectangle, it's a big line, but then it keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So it kind of looks like an inverse pyramid with the 5 lines.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay, go ahead and draw that.
In the bottom right-hand corner is
Awesome. Okay, now at the very bottom of that rectangle, it's the same lines, but they're inversed. So it looks like the pyramid is facing up.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that.
It's hard to explain in this for me anyway.
Perfect. That was great.
It's
So let's see. I'm drawing it. So this is the top for you. Okay.
5 dots.
So
like
about I'd say about an inch to either side of the top of the rectangle, so there's going to be 2 squares. Don't draw anything yet. There's going to be 2 squares on either side of the rectangle. On 1 inch to your left, go ahead and draw a small square. Does that make sense? Okay, so go 1 inch to the left of the rectangle. That's a little more than it. More. That's good. Yeah. So draw a small square.
Right. So.
That is great. Go ahead and shade in that square.
Rectangle.
So you're going to want to do the same thing, but about the same distance, but on the other side. And you're going to draw a square and then go ahead and shade that in.
There
Once you're ready.
are 4 lines on the top and the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Top,
Yeah.
top.
Inside.
Let's see.
There's
Top
eight
right hand corner. There's going to be two squiggly lines. Don't draw them yet. They look kind of like water, like an archaic way to draw a river.
like this.
It's like one.
The other side is this.
On the same.
Kind of like
on the
two
right-
hills
on the
separated
left
by a
side,
valley.
There's the same.
Okay.
Right, reaching
here?
towards.
Yep, there's going to be two lines. That's it. That is great. Go ahead and do that again.
Same thing.
Okay, and there's going to be that, but it's going to be reversed.
Yep, that's it.
Down at the left,
Okay.
left bottom. So by reverse, I mean the hills are not valleys and the valleys are not hills. Oh, we're racing.
Okay, 30, if you haven't switched, you got 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
So do I need
Okay,
to?
Okay.
so.
And then in the center, kind of the way, but to
You
the
can't
left.
look at what other people have drawn.
Sorry, to the left half of the picture. There you go. There's going to be a smiley face. Don't draw it.
Twirly thing.
The eyes are going to be horizontal slits.
15
The nose
seconds,
is going to be a
Bryce.
vertical line, and then the mouth is going to be like a D. But don't connect the
Okay, so we're
line.
gonna start top left. It is a square
Reflect on.
with diagonal lines going through, but it's not actually
Okay.
outlining the
The nose-
square,
the
just
nose
the
square.
Okay, you're
diagonal
done.
lines of
Okay, so
that
Haley?
square
Okay.
going.
Switching. No.
You're not
see it?
drawing a square, you're drawing
Yes.
the
Okay,
diagonal
Haley, you
lines
got
of the
some
shape of
time
the
to
square.
Oh man.
You're so much better.
explain.
That makes sense?
That
Yeah.
was
To
hard.
describe my picture?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I showed.
Well, like,
Okay,
you
so turn
you
your
demonstrated it
picture
on this side.
horizontally. Yes.
Yeah.
And then,
I like my.
like up and down vertically, draw a long rectangle that covers the whole picture.
Oh, okay. Perfect, okay. Moving. Moving to,
Okay. And then at the top, draw 5 lines down, but make
opposite
them
side
like
of
that.
it is a
Does that make
square.
sense?
That's all it, no, bottom line. That's
No,
just as some other
Make 'em
other
like a
side,
pyramid.
sorry. Bottom
Yeah,
right,
mhm.
yes.
Make it smaller
Just a
as you
square.
go.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
so then do the opposite thing on the bottom.
The opposite, let's see, top right
So make it
is the
pyramid going
dice
up with 5
4.
lines.
So if you roll 4, it's what that would look like. So the 4 little dots.
Okay. And then at the top of the rectangle,
Opposite of that is 5.
about
The
an
5
inch
dots.
or so away
Okay.
from the rectangle,
So you can try to base sometimes
draw a little square.
on what she's saying.
Okay.
That's one of the rules.
Okay,
That's
middle
fine.
top
Hear what she's saying.
is a line
Use her direction.
with a squiggly underneath the line.
The line go in a certain direction.
No, just straight
It's fine.
across.
Now, squiggle in the line.
Okay, is it a long line or?
It's a 7/16 of the page. So just a line on the top.
Okay, you're in a time warp, and now there's only 1 more minute left.
Okay,
Okay.
squiggle line under that.
Great. Fast.
Same
Okay,
line?
so
Yeah, squiggle line. It's about the
top
same.
right, the top right corner.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
bottom is the inverse
Draw
of
like a
that.
squiggly
So
line.
the squiggly line
Um,
with the straight line underneath.
Like how, I guess how Bryce described it. A hill, valley, hill. Does that make sense?
Okay, now
Make a hill,
on
and then a
the
valley, and a
bottom
hill.
right, you have a rectangle.
30 seconds.
On the bottom top, you'll have a rectangle, so
Oh.
it's,
So
and
make it
it's
circular.
closer
So
to
draw
the
another one
squiggly,
underneath that.
uh,
I was gonna say, I was
or
like,
further,
they're
right
kind of
around,
two
yeah.
different things.
That's
Yes,
a
they
rectangle
are.
there going towards the
Okay,
center
now
of
go
the
down
page.
to the other opposite
15
side of the
Center of
page.
squiggly, yeah.
Down and over,
Okay. Rectangle like
and
that,
over, over.
and
Uh-huh.
then inverse
And do
of
the
that.
same thing, but
Up
opposite.
here?
Yes.
With the
5
no.
seconds.
Okay.
3,
Now
Okay.
if you
2,
want, you have
1.
4 lines on
Switch.
each side.
Okay, Tyson. Zip. And okay, Mohammed, your turn. Parker, your turn.
So I have to describe what I drew.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm a terrible artist.
You're welcome to do so. Do you want to compare?
Okay, you ready?
Ah!
Alright.
Alright, Mohammed.
Hey,
This is all you, man. This is all you.
By the middle way, you are going to actually start on the right top corner.
Well, I
You're
told
gonna
you
draw
perfect.
4
I didn't do it
dots,
perfect.
like
Yeah.
you roll dice, and you roll just 4 dots.
You know, maybe he didn't say something.
Yeah, just 4 dots.
Because also we're dealing with gender differences here. Like my
Have you ever rolled dice before?
Why there?
Tom through.
Okay, so draw 2 dots next to each other, 2 big dots.
Yeah, if we would have had more time, we could have gotten the entire thing
Like a circle.
right.
Fill in the circle.
What I was doing is I was taking my time describing things. I want to make sure you got it.
Now do
So I
that
was
again.
not drawing things.
Yeah.
Like, I'll don't draw it until, because like I say something like a descriptor, and then you go for it, but I wasn't
Okay, now
describing
on
it.
the bottom.
And I didn't make that clear.
Yeah.
That I wasn't describing it, so I had to tell you to not do it. And
Okay, that makes sense, because I thought that was different.
I think by the time we got to
So a straight line
the time I got to
across.
the smiley face right here, that's the turtle. I got a little bit better.
See how that was.
No, a square, we're gonna draw a square.
Right, that was.
So that's a square, that's a, like the square line. Draw another line in the right corner.
Yeah.
They are both reaching for square.
Horizontal.
Yeah. Right.
It's like this.
Yeah, understood. Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. You don't have to fill it, you can just.
This is like
Now on
telephone,
the
but on
left
steroids.
corner. You're gonna
It
draw
is
4 dots
difficult.
again
It
like
is.
you do up there.
Well, what were some things that you thought was hard for my descriptions?
Okay.
Oh,
You're
wow.
gonna put 1 more dot in the
Well, how
center.
close did you get to that?
We didn't have enough time.
Okay, now on the top left.
Okay, the time warp has accelerated. There's only
So
1
you're
minute
gonna
left.
Instead of drawing
1
a
minute.
square like that with the straight line,
This wasn't very hard.
you are going to use curved lines as if
it
filling
was-
in.
and this part wasn't
Does
really
that
hard
make
to
sense?
use.
So you're gonna make the shape of a square
So,
with
Yeah.
diagonal lines, but you're not drawing
This is
borders
kind of confusing.
on the square.
Because I think I made
Outside,
the
outside,
words
yeah.
Or the homework, oh yeah.